Hey guys, Kevin, Golks Pinball. So as you saw in the last video, this does play pretty much. Um, haven't off the top of my head right now, I'm not remembering anything that was actually wrong with it other than the speaker hum, which I need to look into. But it's Thursday night. I've got an extra like hour and a half or so. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into just getting a lot of this torn off the top. Just kind of start cleaning and scrubbing everything that I can get to. Just kind of getting a head start on Saturday, because on Saturday I'm really going to try to spend as much time as I need, all day if it has to be, and really just try to get this kind of knocked out, maybe done. We'll kind of just see what happens. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of lift this up and out of the machine a little bit and just start taking everything off. So I'll go ahead and I'll give you guys an update whenever I've got it. The only reason, part of me would just go like, do this section start to finish, do this section start to finish, do this section. But I really like to get everything off there, then clean all the sockets, and then clean the play field as much as I can, then clean all the plastics, and just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of how I like it. So I'll end up, I'll just kind of set up a little side area where I can set all this stuff out and kind of keep it in order. So I don't, like on my little table, it'll just be like the bottom left is all the bottom left stuff, and just kind of, it looks like this on a table. So, but there we go. I'm going to go ahead and get started on knocking this out, and maybe I'll just give you a heads up. I'll either give you an update. Well, you'll find out here in a second, probably whenever all this is stripped for the most part. But anyway, see you guys later. Okay, so it's been about an hour for me, and I think it's stripped enough to get to everything. Pop bumper caps have to come off. Got a broken rubber. I mean, just looking at the bulbs, several of them just look burnt out with how black they are. But not too bad. The only thing I did find right here, right there, that's broke. So I'll take that out to the barn and put a tack weld on there, make sure that works again. And this piece of plastic back here was broken, where it goes from a big piece to a small and kind of back to big. It's broke. So I'll end up on the underside, I'll kind of put some epoxy on there. There's a couple of screws right there, so even like the washer was holding it together. So probably the washer got over tightened and cracked the plastic or something along those lines. So we got some schmutz. We need to clean all this up. I'm kind of curious like this. If I can easily just take that off and throw it in the polisher for a while, get all that rust off there, or yeah, I mean, if I can get it off there, I can also just throw it in the vapor rust first for a little while. Maybe what I'll try to do is get that out of there and put that in on Friday night, so that way on Saturday it's done. If I put it in the vapor rust, I probably need to let it sit overnight. The polisher only takes a couple hours, so also just kind of hit that with a magic eraser, see how well it cleans up if I need to. But yeah, I haven't, let's see, yeah, that one little broken plastic, and the rest of it just needs scrubbed. Tiny little bit of missing paint down in there. I mean, come on, we're in good shape. I think we're good. I know I need to double check his parts. I know he has like flipper rebuilds and rubbers. Let's go take a look at that. Yeah, so he's got the new mask, little neck pad thing with all the dead people. Move that topper out of the way. He actually has 2 kits of rubbers. Apparently he bought one a while back and then didn't use it. Maybe it was this one, because that one purple looks a little rough. Yeah, I wonder if this is his new kit. I don't know, there's just one in there that doesn't look right. I wonder if this is for the middle of the claw where his is bent, or if this is for something else. But sometimes he just buys parts because they're hard to get a hold of. Because, yeah, I know I'm not using the phone very well. I'm just kind of looking around, but that's the wrong spacing for that. Obviously there's 4, but I thought maybe it'd be the middle 2. Okay, this is the outside pieces of one of these, but the inside moves. At least on that one. They say the inside's the coil, so I don't know. Oh, yeah, it is probably the auto plunger. Oh, so it does have auto plunge. I was wondering because like we go into multi-ball and then not do anything a couple of times yesterday. That works. I guess I'll have to test it, see what's going on, but that's probably auto plunger. That's what I thought it was, but then yesterday I got into multi-ball and it didn't auto plunge, so I guess I got to look into that. No big deal. Oh, this is the clear piece above the claw. Okay. Put that on there. 1. Okay, I'll see if it looks better or worse than any of the other ones that are in there. That's a plunger. Okay. I most of the times I'm not a fan of this because whenever I reach down and grab it, I just want it to be normal. So unless it's just like a smooth ball that's painted or something, a lot of times the intricate, like crazy ones like this, they look cool, but they just feel weird whenever I'm playing. These are a different type of rubber. SB. I was wondering, I'm not sure what brand these are because these are not Titans. Everything else is Titan. Micro switch outlet bracket update. Okay, bracket update. Sure. Smart switch. Hey, we looked at that yesterday. Do not adjust these. We've got a new one though. Guess we'll put that on. Why not, right? A couple rectifiers. Okay. New bottom jaw here. Some fuses. I don't think we need those yet. Drop target. His drop targets look fine. These look, yeah, these look used. That one's broke, so not, well, been broken and repaired or something. Leg bolt. Yep. Flipper rebuild. So this will do 2 of the flippers, I guess. At least. Yeah, do everything in there. Okay. That'll probably take me the longest out of everything. Oh yeah, and then you got the huge pinballbulbs.com Freddy, the 300-piece kit here, whatever. Yeah, see, this kit's just a little bit more annoying because it just kind of has everything in one bag. Like, I mean, there's a couple of bags in here, but it's like inserts and control lamps. So it's a little bit, it's not as dummy-proof as the Comet kit, because the Comet kit had individual bag for, I mean, it had like 80 bags in it. So, got another trough light. So this is the same kit that was on the No Fear. Another bulb removal tool. Yeah, this is the same kit that was on the Playfield flashers. Not a big deal, black box. They separate them kind of into like 4 main categories, so it's not bad. And the manual, because I told them I was going to need that. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, projects. Okay, so, yeah, anyway. This is stripped. I can start cleaning this now. Maybe tomorrow night. If not, just Saturday morning I'll jump on it. Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, I'd probably spend more time on the flipper rebuild than anything. both of those just look like they need cleaned. I don't know. I'll take them off and check the bulbs and see what's going on from there. Oh yeah, on this he was just kind of, if it was easy to do, he was like, go ahead and just replace it. But if it's a pain in the ass, he's like, just paint it kind of thing. I'm pretty sure that's kind of where we fell on that whenever I was at his house. I haven't double checked with him, but okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Another trough. I'll need to get down there and clean that. But, okay. Well, it's about my bedtime, so I'm going to pack my lunch and get ready to go to bed. And I will see you guys. I'll give you an update here in a couple minutes. Probably the next update will be, I'll wait until it's fully cleaned. All the rubbers are back on, bulbs, and I'm just, before I start putting the whole thing back together, I'll give you let's just see what it looks like. This is done. So, there we go. See you in a couple seconds. Okay, so, I've already been down here several hours today, but we lost power, so I'm using little lights. But, playfield's pretty much clean. I'll have to go back and kind of touch up some spots. Probably. I need to clean the flipper bats. Yeah, but I mean, this all, a lot of that came out, replaced that guy. Those LEDs have done, I think pretty much all the LEDs have been done up top. All the rubbers have been done up top. I mean, I've done a pretty good job of everything so far. I was working on cleaning that metal. I was just doing it manually. Well, with my Dremel, I put it like because those sockets on the back of that scoop are riveted on, and I know there's like a bushing in there. I didn't really feel good about just throwing the whole thing in Evapor Rust. So I was doing it with my Dremel and just kind of cleaning all the metal up and polishing it. I was in the middle of that whenever power went out. That piece, just tack welded on there. So that's done. So really, and then I have been working on the underside, and this is a crap ton of bulbs, but it's going pretty quick because, you know, like that's all in a bar. So you just drop the bar down, replace those 6, put it back in. So that's all going pretty quick. I do still need to clean the plastics. I guess right now what I can do is, I can't tack weld it because I can't. Well, I guess I can lay it flat and just put my cement on it for now. I was going to tack weld it into place first to make sure it didn't move, but I guess I'll use tape or something. Oh, I might have, I used to have a battery-powered Hatco soldering iron. So let me pause this and I'll show you kind of what's going on underneath. I had dropped this back now. I was working on the bottom, but then I dropped it back down. That way I could go tack weld this stuff and start polishing that. And then we lost power. So give me a second. Okay. So yeah, these are all going, I can't even, you know, like I said, since all these bars just pop out, it's all been going really quick. I know I've got like those lamps done. I think there's a couple, whatever. But yeah, there's a couple more up here I still got to do that I can't reach. I've kind of been doing everything I can reach from this side. You know, I'm curious on some, I know like the pink under the purple, that usually ends up looking good. I think even pink under orange looks really good usually. But yeah, the only thing is this kit that he bought, it uses purple GI for the whole game, and then uses like some purple flashers, and so we'll have to kind of see where those colors end up taking us. But I guess, yeah, there's not really a stopping point, but I just thought I'd give you an update. I do need to work. I can get all the, well, I can rebuild the flippers partially. But if it, I don't, well, he didn't do new coils, but I might have these like resistor packs. I might have to do new ones of those. Those will have to be soldered in. But yeah, I can probably rebuild those for the most part too if we don't have power. But I kind of posted like an open house for today, telling people, hey, I'll be here in the garage or in the arcade all day. You know, if you're bored, come on out. But as of now, it wouldn't be that much fun. So, okay. So really, yeah, I'll rebuild the flippers, start cleaning metal and plastics. I'm going to go do that epoxy right now, so that way that can dry. So that way if I get to that here in 3 or 4 hours or whatever, it won't be completely set, but it'll be hard. So, but there we go. Still got to do like back box GI and stuff. So, but doing good. I'll clean out the cab and fun. And, you know, that's my only light right now. So I got to use other lights or open the garage door, and it's too hot to open the garage door. So, okay, I'm going to go epoxy that and get back to work on LEDs. See ya. Okay, here we go. I gotta take a break. My back's killing me. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but yeah, power came on, you know, like 1 o'clock. So I've been down here just trying to knock this out. I worked on it in the dark for quite a while too. So yeah, we pretty much got the top half completely done. Got all those LEDs done, got him cleaned and put back together, got the sockets cleaned on there, the new neck rubber pad on there. Probably got fingerprints on it, but I polished all the metal rails and stuff. This was all pretty dirty. Got this all put back together, mostly. So I still got to do the slings, rebuild the flippers, kind of give it a final polish. I think there's a couple bulbs over there I still got to do because I couldn't reach them from this side. I just get lazy and I just do everything I can reach. Obviously you still got to clean and put in this ramp. Yeah, go over there, but I'll do that, you know, when I'm ready to put the glove in. The glove, yeah, I was going to say all 4 are metal claws, so I'll end up kind of trying to polish those up a little bit, kind of get the surface rust off of them. So we're doing good. I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't know, might finish it this weekend. So I've got a few more hours left to put in it, probably. But there we go. See you guys later. Okay, so I thought I'd bring you guys back into the loop. I've been trying to plug away at this, just trying to get as much done as I can this weekend. It's just one of those, I know he has an open house coming up and he wants us back for that. So I don't want it to be 2 days before his open house and I find something that's wrong or whatever. So I'd rather just knock it out like this week, these first couple of days, whatever. And then if something pops up, then I have time to order a part or whatever. So on that note, doing a flasher bulb test, kind of going through. I haven't spotted anything. I have not rebuilt the flippers yet. I think that's all I have left to do is rebuild the flippers. But everything's working. This back box without the back glass in it. I do have the back glass though, so I can put that in. I do have that. So, but yeah, I just kind of been going through and checking there's some under that ramp and making sure I'm not missing anything. I'll lift the play field, make sure, you know, like, is there supposed to be a bulb under here? There's no bulb over there, you know, kind of thing. So I think we're good so far. Yeah, because making sure, because there is a flasher back there. It's kind of hard to see. That's really hard to even tell it's in there, but I don't know. I'm not the one that put it there. So I think we're doing good. This might have come with a trough light, so I need to check his box for that. But I think we're good. Rebuild the flippers, and I think we're done. I think. Plunger rod. I mean, that's 1 minute, but I forgot custom plunger. So, there you go. I'll see you guys later. Well, guys, I think it's done. Wrap up this video, and then we'll do some play videos of it. The next video will just be me playing it. So it'll be vertical. Sorry, that's how I prefer it. So what I've done since the last video I know of, I polished up those blades on the claw. The rubbers he had weren't the narrow rubbers for a Gottlieb, and then I also noticed several, he had cracks growing on his Gottlieb flippers. So I went ahead and I just put in some, so to speak, some William flipper bats that are the same size, the same orient. They're not thick Bally ones like that. So and I had some black ones, so they go good with a black and purple theme. Still using his rubbers, but that's good. He said he can worry about that later. New piece of plexi right here that he had. I did install the plunger just now. He did have a little updated trough switch bracket, which is that thing right there. I did install the trough LED, and then I ran it down, and it's just soldered on to one of the GI bulbs with the connector on there, so you can still take the apron off if he needs to. Not a big deal. I need to give it another wipe down because now everything's covered in fingerprints, and lift and lower the playfield to get some dust on here, so give it another wipe down. But I figure the next thing to do is just play some games, see if I can find anything wrong. I'll go over it, go over all the switches with my fingers, make sure everything's reading properly. But the main thing is, does it play right? So, but that'll all be in the next video, and I will see you guys later.